Hey there, pirates! Welcome aboard the Anime channel. Today, I will reveal the answers to the biggest secrets of One Piece. Shanks' brother has finally been revealed, and this is very important. Could the mysterious character that appears during the last chapter be Shanks' brother, or some other relative of his? Besides, he seems to be holding the Ace Sword, doesn't he? Yes, the hypothesis that the mysterious character appearing during the last chapter could be Shanks' brother or another relative of his has recently gained credibility. For example, the illustration in the manga that presents the silhouette of the Holy Knights really had someone who looked a lot like Shanks. This similarity led to speculations that Shanks might not be an only child, or that he might work for the world government. However, we were introduced to Figureland Garling, Shanks' father, and everything we saw about him made us forget this possibility. But what if he had another son, and this son could have followed his father's path? But before we proceed with the video, it is important that you leave your like and subscribe to the channel. Only then will you awaken your devil fruit and become even more powerful. Before we continue with the video, I want to quickly teach you how to access a course that can rapidly teach anyone, even if they think they have no talent, how to draw any anime character and create their favorite characters. Additionally, you'll get access to 2 amazing drawing technique books. And the best part is, they are free. Today's video is in partnership with Noah Williams from Anime Express. He's already famous for teaching people how to draw anime. Even if you think you have no talent, anyone can easily learn with his formula. So it's simple, you just need to click the link in the description to understand how everything works. Don't waste any time. I'm already ready to learn. How about you? Click the link in the description or the pinned comment and start learning now. Moreover, the appearance of an other Shanks had been hinted at earlier, especially when Shanks met with the 5 elders, the Gorosei, without his characteristic scar. This happened both in the anime and the manga, suggesting that the Gorosei's surprise could be related to the presence of a member of a secret force, Shanks' brother, and not a pirate. In this case, Shanks. He could then be revealing to the elders the dangers of his own brother's plans, so when he asked them to be careful with a pirate, it would be Shanks himself. As for the sword, it's unlikely that it is the ace used by the former pirate king. Despite many fans' desire to see Ace in action again, including myself, I don't think it's the sword. Luffy's straw hat is the only thing that doesn't grow when Luffy becomes gigantic, and there's a giant frozen straw hat with Imu. Isn't that too big of a coincidence? I'm sure Luffy will use that hat at some point. What do you think? If you don't remember, there is a secret national treasure in Marijois. According to Doflamingo, once revealed, this treasure is capable of shaking the world to its core and ushering in an era of chaos. And guess what? This treasure is a gigantic straw hat. As I said, according to Doflamingo, this treasure is capable of shaking the world to its core. In chapter 906, right after he talks about it, a mysterious figure, now identified as Im, is shown looking at a giant frozen straw hat, which possibly belonged to Joy Boy. It's worth noting that currently, many think Joy Boy is not a giant, because of the silhouette shown in chapter 1115, which was very similar to Luffy's silhouette as the sun god. However, I personally would never rule out this possibility for this reason. After all, if Luffy can become gigantic, Joy Boy could also shrink during battle to improve his mobility. So yes, the hat must have belonged to Joy Boy. However, this whole introduction was to say that the straw hat is a symbol, and the fact that it doesn't become gigantic practically indicates why what's in the vault wasn't captured in a transformation of the first pirate, Joy Boy, into a giant. It was always that size. And yes, Luffy should use that hat, possibly only once, to send a message in an epic scene. If Joy Boy lived during the Void Century and was the first pirate, the question remains, did he start the war, or did he lose the war? Because it's 100 years. Did he participate at the beginning, the end, or throughout the entire war? The question remains. Let's go back many years to the Void Century. There was a legendary figure known as Joy Boy. We now know that he was the first pirate, someone with a crucial role in the forgotten history of the world. But there's a question that still echoes. Did Joy Boy start the war, or did he lose it? Did he participate at the beginning, the end, or throughout the entire war that lasted 100 years? First, let's consider the possibility of Joy Boy being a giant. There are many indications pointing to this. In Marijois, there is a great national treasure, a gigantic straw hat, which possibly belonged to Joy Boy. Moreover, according to the fishmen, Joy Boy did wear a straw hat, And let's remember the answer to the last question. He could manipulate his size with the power of awakening. All the known companions of Joy Boy were giants. Among them were the great ancient robot, Emmet, and the elephant Zunisha. These colossal beings were part of his crew, suggesting that Joy Boy was not only a giant, but also led other giants. Now about the war. The great kingdom of which Joy Boy was a part, I imagine was a place where all clans lived in peace and harmony. And for this reason, it was the most technologically advanced kingdom in the world. But this peace was threatened by the union of the 21 kingdoms, which united to form the world government. Joy Boy and his giant companions fought for many years, trying to defend their kingdom against this powerful alliance. Joy Boy must have participated in the battle from the beginning to the end. What is certain is that he and his companions faced an epic and prolonged battle against the forces of the world government. Is Laughtail certainly an uninhabited island? If it's not, what kind of population or inhabitants could be living there? Roger and his crew were the first people to set foot on Laughtail in 8 centuries, as he revealed in chapter 967. This indicates that the island is extremely difficult to find, mainly due to the difficulty of locating and deciphering the poneglyphs. Additionally, Laughtail is a geographically challenging place to access, meaning that no navigator has managed to find it, even by accident. When Roger and his crew arrived there, they gave the island a name, which suggests that there was no known population living there. If there had been people or a civilization, the island would probably already have a name. However, this does not completely rule out the possibility of some form of life on Laughtail. There could be living beings or ancient technologies that belong to the Great Kingdom. Maybe Laughtail is a piece of that kingdom, hidden and transformed with the power of Joy Boy's fruit. If the kingdom were transformed into something similar to rubber, it would be able to deceive navigation systems based on magnetism. Therefore, while it seems there is no human population living on Laughtail, it is possible that there are ancient and mysterious beings or technologies waiting to be discovered. Was Whitebeard a Buccaneer? Yes, it is possible that Whitebeard was a Buccaneer. The introduction of the Buccaneer race revealed that some people can have size and strength similar to a giant, being smaller but just as strong. Whitebeard, with his impressive size and incredible strength, is one of the main candidates to be a Buccaneer. He was absurdly large, about 22 feet tall, which is somewhat similar to the height of Kuma, a character confirmed as a Buccaneer. Most characters in One Piece do not reach this height naturally. Even admirals, who are incredibly tall, are about 10 feet tall or less. Besides his size, Whitebeard's physical strength was extraordinary. He demonstrated tremendous strength when he grabbed Vice Admiral Rance by the head, completely crushed him, and threw him as if he were a piece of paper. This suggests that he could carry the blood of giants, a characteristic of Buccaneers. Moreover, Whitebeard's physical structure, especially when he was a child, is quite similar to that of Buccaneers. He was built exactly like a Buccaneer, and the fact that he was incredibly large and possessed tremendous physical strength suggests that he could be of that race. These characteristics can help explain why Whitebeard was considered the strongest man in the world. Luffy said that his Gear 5 form is when he reaches the peak of his freedom, and Bonnie also managed to reach the same form by imagining a future where she was as free as possible. Now, an interesting detail occurred to me. It is well established that devil fruits originate from people's dreams, and our dreams usually have to do with some form of freedom. Could it be that the Nika form is possible for all fruits? Devil fruits originate from people's dreams. These dreams are usually linked to some type of freedom. Luffy, with his Hito Hito no Mi, reaches the Nika form, which represents the ultimate freedom for him. Bonnie, with her Toshi Toshi no Mi, has the ability called Distorted Future, which allows her to access powers of other devil fruits by imagining different timelines where she has these powers. Using this ability, Bonnie imagined herself in a future where she had Luffy's fruit and managed to access Gear 5, becoming Nika. This suggests that Bonnie can copy any devil fruit by imagining herself with these powers. The origin of these fruits is linked to the desires and beliefs of people. Many people believed in Nika, the sun god, which led to the emergence of the Nika fruit. This strong belief and desire for freedom may have given rise to such a powerful fruit. So, I don't imagine that the Nika form can be achieved with any devil fruit. Each devil fruit represents a desire of humanity, and if these desires are strong enough, they can lead to the creation of powerful abilities like Luffy's. Bonnie's fruit allows her to use powers of other devil fruits, as if she accessed other timelines where she possesses other powers. Using this, she imagined herself in a future where she has Luffy's fruit, and the result was Bonnie becoming capable of accessing Gear 5, becoming Nika. She can imagine herself in any future, even in a future where she has Kaido's fruit, and become a dragon. In other words, it's as if Bonnie could copy any devil fruit, and only because of this can she uniquely and exclusively copy Luffy's powers. No one else could. The question is how this fruit emerged. After all, we imagine that many people had beliefs in Nika, the sun god, whether he existed or not, and for this reason, the Nika fruit emerged. And now, a fruit as powerful, or even more powerful, has emerged. And the question is, what desire made it be born? These were the questions I separated for today's video. If you have more questions about One Piece, comment below. That's a wrap for today's content. We hope you enjoyed it and want to share your thoughts on the subject. Don't forget to share the video, give it a thumbs up, and catch you in the next video. Take care and stay awesome.